You want to find new talent, right? Like,
of course.
You guys survive on finding the new, fresh talent,
yes.
right? So does that ever factor into your guys' decisions at all? Like, oh, this is a co-star. This guy's got a number of guest stars already, but this guy doesn't have anything. Maybe we should take a chance on this guy.
Sometimes producers pick people who are non-union and have no credits over people who have, a bunch of TV credits.
Yeah.
It's about the look. It's about the vibe. It's about the actor.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes we get shit for hiring a non-union actor or someone who doesn't, have, and we're like, but how are they
supposed to get? Yeah.
Come on, let's give them let's bring someone new, a new face. Yeah. Like, who knows what would be next? Yeah, I think it just depends on the character, and I would hope that the producer is picking whoever's best for the role.
How often are you guys looking into that? Like, everyone's different, obviously, but I get the sense a lot of people are just going through headshots. Occasionally they'll jump in to see reels and stuff if it's somebody they're not familiar with. Mm-hmm. How much are you digging into the resume and the reel and things like that?
Well, I look anyone that if we're prepping a role, I'm looking at their reel and I'm looking at their resume and I'm looking to see if they're SAG or not. So
for every single one. So like guest star, you get 9,000 submissions.
If we get 9,000 submissions, the first thing I'm looking at is face.
Okay.
So I'm like, ooh, good face. Okay, click on the face, the headshot. And then I click on the reel. Depends on what project. If I'm working on a comedy, then I'm going to click on your comedy reel. We love it when they're separated, by the way, like drama reel, comedy reel. So noted. And so I click on the comedy reel and then I'm like, ooh, okay, great. And then I look at the resume and like, as I'm like, watching the reel, I'm looking at the resume and then I'm going to the bottom. And again, depends on what we're looking for. But if it's, a special skill, I'm looking at their special skills. I'm looking at, training, if, they have to ice skate or whatever. And then, not all the time, but like most of the time it's better if they are SAG because then there's no fine and everyone's cheap these days. So.
Okay, wait. So 9,000 submissions for a guest star.
Uh-huh.
Is there a filter before you start digging in? Like, do you take 300 that you like and then take those 300 and dive into them?
No, we just go page to page. And sometimes like Alexis and Christine and I will tackle if it's like, one part and there's thousands of submissions, the three of us will go through and like weed through and, there's numbers under each profile.
Yeah, 1 through 6.
So Alexis has a number, Christine has a number, I have a number, my assistant Loretta has a number. So like anyone that we like or, we click on them and then sometimes, to make, I don't know, I guess this is my process, but like I go by headshot first and then like I will go through all of the submissions and then go back to who I've clicked on. And then that is when instead of as I go looking through the resumes and reels.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I will.
Is there some filter? Yeah.
Ish. Yes.
Yes. So you tag the 300 you like, and then you divvy in the resumes and reels to get down to the 60.
Yes. I will. It's the headshot first.
Yeah.
That's
and
what we
60 is a good number for you, right?
It depends. If we're looking for the lead of this, new Netflix show, 60 is not enough. We need to, we're working on this Disney show and we read almost 1,000 girls.
Well, that's a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, might be is that a little different?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And more difficult.
Crazy,
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That is really crazy. Yeah. What's the most submissions you've ever gotten? Like and is Josh, who I had on a couple weeks ago, was essentially like the bigger the role, the more submissions we got, which is backwards to me. And
yes.
So that's true for you.
Yes.
Okay. And so like, what's the most submissions you've ever gotten?
I think
12,000, 13,000?
No, less, like 3.
3,000?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Josh was leading on like 7,000, 8,000.
Really?
Yeah. Even on a regular basis, you only get 3,000.
I mean,
even
or
co-stars?
it's less than that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. You're on huge, high-profile shows. I would think it would be at least 5,000.
No.
That's gnarly to me.
Yeah, unless it's, you know, male or female, 20s to 30s,
Yeah.
Caucasian, then Jesus. Like, then we're fucked. Then we're sitting there for a while. I'm like, you guys don't want to narrow it down at all if you want it to be male or female? No, it could be anything. Okay, any specific ethnicity? Nope, any ethnicity. So I'm like, cool. So we're just going to get everyone in Los Angeles to submit to this because everyone's in their 20s and 30s, every ethnicity, whatever.
It gets less the older you get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm holding on to that. I think when I'm 70, there'll be like 20 in my category still actors.
Yes.
And I'll make it the sitcom run. I'll be on every single sitcom.
The older you get, the smaller the submissions.
I'll just be determined to
yes. Just wait till you're 80.
All the good actors are gone and it's just me.
Let's redo this when we're 80, okay? Okay, perfect.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gnarly. Okay, so 3,000 seems much more manageable to me than like 8,000.
Yeah, but we're going in there with
I know it's still a fuck ton.
Still a lot.
How long does that take you to go through 3,000? A day?
No, maybe like a couple hours.
Okay.
Especially if I'm, which I am. I'm looking at everyone's face first. That takes a while.
Yeah, of course.
Because that picture, I'm like, ooh, I like that picture. And then I go and look at their other pictures.
Do you sort it by something? Name or just by submission time?
Just by my number.
But like it comes in based on time it was submitted?
On time, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you care about Slate Shots? You ever watch Slate Shots?
Sometimes there will be reels where the actor is not speaking. And I know. And it's,
Wait, you were looking at their mime reel.
What does that mean? I was like, they're what? They're mime reel. It's just, a compilation of moments of them in the camera. Maybe perhaps they don't have any, footage where they're speaking. So
Still
if
strange.
there's a Slate shot that says, hey, I'm Gianna and I'm, living in Los Angeles. I want to hear your voice because you could have some weird voice. And also, I could love the picture that you submitted and that you used for this submission. And then I could go look at your other pictures and I'm like, oh, goodness.
Yeah.
You look different in every picture. How am I supposed to? And then I'm like trying to look and see. So I'm going in there with a fine tooth comb,
because you're empathetic and you can understand the actor plight. I get it. It's what you're saying just annoying me though, that actors are even making you. It's just annoying to me how many actors I feel like, and I'm projecting, are self-sabotaging. Like, why would you have things that don't look the same? Yeah. Why would you have reels that are
or
not
I'm like,
talking?
I want to hear your voice. So like,
absolutely,
even just set up a camera and do a monologue.
100%, yeah.
Please find a friend to read with.
Use an audition you already had.
Yes.
Right? That's good for you guys?
Fine.
Absolutely, yeah.
I just want to see what you look like on camera. I want to hear your voice. I want to see if I can see your choices or not.
Yeah. You want to make those snap decisions.
Yeah.
Based on,